Yo, yo, yo. Welcome, welcome. What's up, everybody? Hope all is well. All is well. All of the Bade Obi Sayin. Yo. So, today we have a conversation about why that people actually um, are struggling out there when it comes down to their relationship with the Most High. And we're going to talk about a few little things why this is so, and then we just move forward from there. Don't take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Come back at the video later to see if it resonates. But anyway, excuse me. So in this journey that we all are taking or have taken, we realize that there's been many situations where we felt like that the Most High has not been present, but the whole time He's been present. And how we confirm this is because in our minds and our thoughts, God give us the opportunity to see things for what they are, give us the opportunity to actually reflect, give us the opportunity to actually be able to identify problems and things like that. We also realize that God also brings people in to help us. So, it's a beautiful thing. This thing got my face looking fat and stuff like that. I don't know. The camera be doing a lot of weird stuff. But most definitely ain't fat. But anyway. Yeah, that's that beauty magic. Most definitely a beauty magic. Anyway, so like I was saying, so God was just telling me that, a lot of people are struggling to know His blessings and so forth, so on, but the Most High is actually also showing us through other people's situations with their testimonies, also with their evidence of actions that they're taking, that all things are possible. You're talking about people coming from a place of nothing, a place of so many people did not support and help them. And, I'm grateful to be one of those people. Now, I probably wouldn't have said this back then at some point, that I was grateful to be one of those people who actually went through the things I went through to get to where I'm at. But I realized when I was out there doing the things that I was doing, I wasn't on the right path, and I realized that these things was causing me to have to deal with these things, no matter how much I tend to ignore these things about what and who I was and how I was going about doing things. I used to reject people. I used to rebuttal stuff. I used to be rebellious. You go through this as a kid as well. And I realized no matter how much I rebutted and rejected people and the advice that I was given, I was dealing with some very severe, crucial situations. Not only those crucial situations, I could have lost my life many times, countless times. What's up? How you doing, Josephine? Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you. That's a couple things I know I need to put on here, y'all. I be a little busy. I don't be trying to abandon y'all, by the way. I appreciate when you do make time out to, you know, uh, get something positive in your life and be inspired when you don't. You lose that moment and stuff like that. It just gives you the opportunity to actually come back and say, I still got this. I can make things happen no matter what. And you can, even if you start from the bottom. And the reason why I say that is because all of us have been in this situation, or we have been in a situation observing other people who have started from the bottom and back up top, back to the bottom, back up top. So, however, some people learn, okay, I learned all my lessons about going up and down, up and down, up and down. Now it's time for me to stay up and maintain it. We can want all these things. Whatever you want, God will give it to you. But you have to put in that work. You put in that work, you're going to get it. It's very important to pay attention who's around you while you're putting in the work, because if no one's offering you the support and the help, it can be ideas. It don't necessarily have to be money. It could be, hey, man, I'm going to go check on this for you, since, rather you know about it or you don't know about it, and see if we can get somebody to support or provide resources for XYZ. That's the type of support that you should be looking for versus just dealing with random people and hanging with random people all the time. Just to say, oh yeah, we've been knowing each other for years, and this is why we hang around each other. We do this with the kids, or we do this with the family, or we do these trips and that, and that's fine. But you need to find a team that's going to take you to the level as well as you're driving and striving to take yourself to the level that you're wanting to take yourself to, because time is an essence. It waits for no man. Everybody knows that. Even though we know the time that we're given is not real time, but we never know when our time is up. So we don't want to miss no blessings for sure, based on being at the wrong place, wrong time, and also not having the right thoughts and emotions in sync with what we're driven to want and desire. What's good with it? I don't know how you say your name, but I appreciate you pulling up. Pulling up means y'all coming forth. So yeah, we kind of little, I'm spiritual, but kind of hood, okay? I was gonna dress up today, but right now it's really not about appearance. It's all about what I'm saying that will help you get to the next step. That's just my goal and job to do, to help you help yourself. That's my goal. So don't think because you don't see me, I'm not around. I really be busy a lot, for real. But I have to also understand that I have to serve this purpose too. So, what we're talking about right now is about, and I just have to throw a couple things in there, but excuse me, what we're talking about right now is people are trying to figure out if the Most High is real. Well, we know this world been created off the Most High. I'm not going to be before you guys long. I'll give you a good 20, 30 minutes. And we know this by people actually telling testimonies, which is a story of a situation that they actually experienced, whether it's negative or positive, is the way we identify it, but it's evolution, it's lessons. You know what I'm saying? It's teaching us to go this way versus not that way. And rather it's stress, rather it's money, I want her, I want him to be my man, or I want this house, I want this car, I want to go here, I want to go there. It's very important that we put God first so we can know where we need to be at the right time. We still can get these things. It's very important to understand that the world that we're living in do not talk about God. And when I say the world that we live in, that we don't talk about God, meaning they're not led by the Most High. They're led by different devils and entities and beings that we understand in spiritual community, and I'm sure they understand in religious community, trickster spirits. These trickster spirits' objective is to trick your mind and your thoughts and your behavior to act not a certain way. They want you to rebel against everything that's good, want you to rebel against, most importantly, the Most High. Now, people have struggled mentally, emotionally, internally to try to figure out why the chosen people don't struggle. It's not that we don't struggle. We go through struggle, but we will not be the struggle. So it's a driven essence to be determined and to be disciplined, to not want to experience, not based off of fear, but based off the facts and the truth of the results. We understand, and there's other people who are not chosen, which is the collective, understand that if I go do this wrong thing or I allow this wrong thing in my life, I'm not sure what the repercussions going to be. Rather, I'm going to come out on top, but there's still other repercussions based on if I come out on top. Will I pay for karma for it? Will I be incarcerated? Where later on I lose my life? Or where there be other people around me that start losing their life and it's because of me? People got to understand your bloodline is very important. You got to understand that your bloodline is very important. Every action that you take affects your whole bloodline. as well as every action of your bloodline, meaning that's living, affects your bloodline as well as affects you. So, for example, you could be this person that's so very positive and vibrant, but you got so many family members or so many friends that are so negative. How can you change the dynamic of that bloodline? Well, it's simple. You have to cut them people off. You still love them. And if you got children, you must teach them differently from what you've been taught and what the world is trying to teach your children. The world is trying to teach your children that drugs is okay. It's okay to be toxic. It's okay to be a woman, not so much about having kids, but it's okay to say, hey, I don't want to work this relationship out no more. You cheated on me, etc. It's off to the next. And then now you produced enough children that have different fathers. I need to drink some water, by the way. But either way it go, we focus on the message. Right? I just know I need to drink some. And I got it out here, but I ain't drunk not one drip, y'all. Yeah, gotta stay hydrated. Why? Because that's part of helping us stay alive in this physical body, because the body provides by 70-80% water that's needed. So anyway, so moving forward into so what I'm saying to say is God is wanting people to understand that he is here. He have put certain people on the planet as assigned individual who's willing to get criticized and bashed and not looked at and betrayed and deceived and manipulated and lied on and smear campaigns and all that. God understand that the chosen people have sacrificed to understand. It's like the crucifix, which they say Jesus or Yahshua was put on the cross to raise the vibration. The very most important thing, or one of the most important things, is to understand that a positive person has nothing but good deeds in your life. A negative person, whether he or she is conscious of their deeds or not, they're going to sow those deeds and you're going to reap the deeds with them because you're participating. You're exchanging energy. As you're exchanging this energy with them, it is allowing you to actually suffer in many ways, whether you consciously observe it, reflect on it, or you get this epiphany like, dang, so this is why this happened, and when this happened, this is why this caused this to happen. Exactly. And this happen means situations, events that happen in your life, or that could happen in your life, or will happen in your life if you don't take heed to wisdom, that you have to reflect in a position that you didn't desire, but because you desire unconsciously, meaning unconscious meaning you did it even though your conscience knew that you didn't know how to do it. And so therefore it allowed you to go into this, and then your conscious picks up, and then it acknowledges your subconscious, which is consciousness, that you in this situation. Hopefully that didn't go over people's head. You may have to listen to it several times to get it. You may have to question it. You may have to politic. It's very important to have a close relationship with the Most High so you can get the information that you need for your journey. You know what I mean? People don't realize and understand that we came here to fix the things that was oppressed and suppressed from our ancestors. They didn't try to break free better than what they did. Majority of them gave up. They went to addictions and so forth, so on. And the very selective few that did, they served their purpose, and then the other ones got killed before their purpose was over with. And then the other ones who remained, they decided to switch sides, meaning they turned their back from the Most High, and they decided to take deals not only with the devil, but also men that don't respect the Most High, who portray to say that they or him is God, and you should worship me, and you shall come to me for everything. But see, the thing about that is, you can't come to them for everything because you've already experienced it by either by actions being taken towards it or the actions of others venting about the rejection. What's good? How you doing, Danielle? Was it Danielle? What's up? How you doing? Hi. Welcome, welcome. So I want y'all to know this important thing as I say this here. You gotta remember one important thing. God, the creator, the universe, people call him so many names. The Most High is not racist at all. They say, okay, where are we going with this? I want people to understand it's very important that you start looking at people the way God look at people. A lot of us come with a lot of flaws, a lot of work that we need to do. A lot of us come with a lot of bad habits. A lot of us come with a lot of bad things, but we also come with a lot of good things. And I would say importantly to understand that no matter what bad thing that you come with, it can be fixed at any given chance, any given cause, any given second. If you think about the old version of you 10 years ago, 5 years ago, a year ago, and you give yourself credit of today's who you are, even you still may have some struggles, you'll realize you have made progress. Now, the reason why I say this is because somebody here feels that they have not made progress. This is what my gift is telling me. It's not about anyone volunteering and say, hey, yeah, that's me. It's not about that. I just want you to know, not about my gift, but how much God loves you, because he wants you to know that you have made many sacrifices. You are a progress in the making, and there's greater things to come based on your effort to not quit. God loves people who don't quit. He loves those who choose to quit. Because it takes a strong individual and a strong vessel to actually realize that he or she can do anything, with or without help. Because here's the thing, I respect the biblical text. You know what I mean? Because there's a part in the biblical text that says that God said many promises. And not only that, his many promises, his promise will always be given with obedience and discipline and earned. Now, you have a lot of people out there that want to take shortcuts and so forth, so on. It's understood. But let those lessons that they go through be the lesson for you not to do the same thing. This thing is so easy. It's very easy to understand and see if you take certain routes that people taking without you getting in your way with your ego or arrogance or saying, hey, I know what the outcome going to be. You're going to save yourself long jeopardy of generation curses. You're going to be breaking these things like no other. It's like counting pennies to a dollar. That's how fast you're going to be breaking these things. And people are going to start realizing these things about you. And as they realize these things about you, they're going to start realizing about themselves, even though they're going to fight with themselves. But first they're going to fight with you, which they're going to project what's in them outside themselves to you to see and to make it seem like you are the problem. But in all actuality, it's not you. So I want you to brace yourself and be prepared for that as you change and shift to who you truly are, versus being conditioned by radio stations that talk about a bunch of nothingness, videos and music industry and politics and all these shows that's programming in your subconscious mind, and you're interacting out some of these different behaviors and so forth, so on, and reading and looking up things that actually not good for your spirit and soul. It's very important to understand that these things do affect you. I need to see more women loving their children than saying I love them, but you yelling at them. I need you to figure that out. I don't need you to get offended by me saying. I need you to evaluate it and see and switch the roles. Like, ask the question, why am I yelling at my children? Is there a better way to communicate? Why am I yelling at my husband or my boyfriend? Is there a better way to communicate? And I need the men to stop yelling at their women, yelling at their kids. Stop yelling unless you're going to be yelling to the Most High, or you yelling victory, because victory is yours. But not only you got to claim it, you got to stand in it consistently. You got to be willing to not let anything that you can see or not see take your power away from you to who you truly want to be. You can't fit in because the people who's trying to fit in ain't fitting. Ain't fitting, ain't popping, ain't nothing. All you see, boom, that's one. Boom, that's two. For example, and I talk about celebrities a lot because they did a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of them don't know they done a lot of stuff. It's not to give them no clout. This is not to make somebody come to this channel and so forth, so on. But Megan Stallion, for example, I knew she was lying. Lied on the stand for this man to get 10 years. But I don't have sympathy for him because I'm not saying 100%. There is some sympathy, but he put himself in this situation based on his flesh, wanting to desire the flesh of another being to get satisfaction. And I'm sure he mistreated her and talked to her crazy and so forth, so on. So this was her get back, and that was his karma. So all I'm saying to say in the message of this point, because there ain't no need of talking long about it, is that God have a way of having people to reap what they sow. And he also have a way of communicating to people to fix their wrongs. And I also would say that her guilt got the best of her. You know, a lot of people guilt get the best of them. They drink, smoke, get high, and indulge in a lot of different things. Try to take the mind off of it, but it's still there. Some people say, well, I ain't going to sleep because I go to sleep, I have dreams about these things, etc., that I keep from other people that don't know these things about me, which is my dark secrets. But I'm going to come out as I'm in the light where everybody is at, and I'm going to talk about other people to keep those thoughts and me having to look at myself so people can look at me in a certain type of way. I've already been talking earlier, y'all. I am a live streamer on another platform. I may seem a little depleted a little bit. You know, you're giving energy, so it's exchanging versus fresh, so forth, so on. But I'm giving you my best, no matter what. And either way it go, some of this may sound like a bunch of scribble, scribble, but what I'm telling you is, if you take time out to write some of the stuff that I've said down and put a question mark or something that seemed to be in question, you'll get answers to it. I came on here today because I want you guys to know that I love you and I appreciate all my subscribers. I do need to also speak that I am fair in what I'm doing and what I say, and that I did clearly on a short, that's what they call it, a video, that I did say for those who are entering the giveaway that I needed them to speak in the chat. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not seen anyone do such thing. So you can message and tell me what you think I should do. Not that I don't know what I should do. Do you think I should pursue money that's coming out of my pocket to give to someone who, or people to have an opportunity, rather to say, to win some free money? Or should I just leave it alone? Because my personal opinion, in fact, I feel if somebody anxiously wants something, we're talking about free money. We're not talking about no scam, no none of that. We're not talking. The kindness of my heart decided to come up with something to bring more people to the platform because people are really my personal um, intuitive vision. People are struggling where they want to go, where they want to be, who they want to give attention to, while people giving attention to a lot of nothingness. That nothingness is not bringing anything in their life that actually supreme to elevate them. People are chasing low vibrational conversations and platforms, rather it's YouTube. Shouts out to YouTube, by the way. Appreciate you for the opportunity. Or other things, indulging so much toxicity that your vibration can't even see the light over here. I'm a deep thinker and I have deep wisdom, so a lot of things that I say isn't something you can read out of text. Somebody can come and do what they normally do is copy cat and then add it to what they saying as they're the original sayer. It's okay. I'm not fighting for that. I'm not fighting for anything. The only reason I come on here because this is what I'm supposed to do. God tell me to do something, I'm gonna do it. I done been in that disobedient stage, and I dealt with many consequences. I can say they were severe, but what I can tell you, the wrath of the Most High, I wish it don't nobody, but our enemies have to feel the wrath of God. So yeah, if you trying to harm me, then I may take it into consideration. Yeah, but and that could be any form, physical, energetically, you know, evil eye, all that other stuff, witchcraft, a lot of that stuff being done all the time. I had some was doing like when I started the and I ain't got no sage out here right now, but before I got started doing this live, I felt the energy. You know what I'm saying? I feel it every day. It's not so many days that I go without feeling that people are doing a witchcraft towards me and so forth, so on. They don't want me getting on here. They don't want me talking to you. They don't want me in your life so you can lose your life. And you can lose your life physically, of course. You can lose your life emotionally, mentally, or your desires, or being passionate or driven. It can be many different things. They don't want me talking to you. So they even try to play mind tricks with me about, you know, subscribers. Yeah, you ain't got nobody really paying attention to your videos and so forth, so on. People not commenting and etc. or whatever. Man, I'm just here to serve this purpose. I'm not gonna go off my path to go so people can actually um, attention. This is only for those who's looking to pay attention and to have God's blessings for real. Because God don't do shortcuts. The devil do. Man do. But you see what happens to everybody who takes a shortcut. A lot of them people lose their life or they're in the mental institution for a little while. Or so if I get on here and I seem not to be sounding the way that I should sound, I'm telling you intuitively, that's because there's being spell work done against me. So I would sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, and that I would also sound like he's confusing me. One minute he's talking about this, the next minute he's talking about that. I'm not confused by anything. If you go look at some of my videos, if you don't see that type of energy and you see something off from that energy, and you know, especially like the ones I'm walking, and I just got my hoodie on, and I got my, you know, my spiritual visor on, then that lets you know. If I'm not walking in that essence there, that should tell you right then and there what it is. See, this is the thing, right? For me to not know anything about you, care enough to talk to you. A lot of people don't even have nobody talking to them. And then the people they do have talk to them, they're not even genuine people, or they just only there for ulterior motives. I don't have one. People say, well, maybe you doing a YouTube um, or being, let me rephrase it, you're being a YouTube creator because you want to make money. Yeah, I mean, the opportunity here to make money, but this is not how I make my money. I make my money because I'm creative. I make my money because I know how to create passive income. So it's not my only form of income. So You know, people have narratives and so forth. Some people may not have narratives, but it's always good to put things in place to protect yourself, because people don't want you to protect yourself, and they're gonna paint you out as they know you personally, like they live in your body. They don't live in your body, so they don't know you. They get to learn things about you, and the things that people get to learn about you, in general speaking, they get offended, and then some are inspired. Pardon me for that. Time to charge this phone. That's our new, timeline. So I'm most definitely gonna give y'all some content. Most definitely, there's some other stuff that the Most High had me to write down that I speak about, and some titles and stuff like that as well. But I will be speaking with y'all real soon, and so forth, so on, and bringing that to the forefront. The goal is to put it out there, and then I'm sowing the seed, and I'm moving forward. It's not me coming back to a video to see who, if anyone say anything. People may not have nothing to say. That's fine as well. Other stream people are more attentive to listening more than responding. I get that as well. However, just know that you get the best of the best, like the rest of the best that's out there. Shouts out to all the divine feminines that's working hard to protect their energy and to match up with the divine masculine. Shouts out to all the divine masculine, and shouts out to all the people who ready to serve God to the fullest, that understand that religious background is just a part of it, but it's bigger than that. And as well as spirituality communities as well. You'll find a lot of people who want to hinder you. When you find people that want to hinder you, you have to release those people. You can question it all day. You can get answers to the question. But remember, the answers that you get to the questions to which you've been seeking, is that going to change the outcome from the people who are already presenting what they're actually letting you know who they are? Or is it going to change based on you taking steps in a different direction to let them know that you know who you are, and not so much that you acknowledge what they have done or doing, but you acknowledge who you are and where you want to be and where you want to go. All right, y'all. This is Ola Dabade Obi Sayin. Peace and blessings. Hope all is well. Whatever you do, live your best life before you get to the next life.